So you want to build a reliable AI agent, right? But where do you even start? Today, we're cutting through all the hype and laying out a real deal project plan. We're going to take you from that initial wish list of ideas all the way to a working agent you can put into production. Let's get into it. You know, this quote really hits the nail on the head for what we're doing here. We've all heard the high-level principles about what AI can do, but today is all about the patterns, the actual practical blueprint for building agents that don't just work in a demo, but in the real world. We're moving from theory to how-to. All right, here's our game plan. First, we'll talk about how to turn that messy wish list into a solid blueprint. Then, we'll walk through 4 key project phases: design, engineering, evaluation, and security. And finally, we'll look ahead at your agent's next steps. This is the whole journey, from start to finish. Every big AI project starts with this huge vision, right? This massive, exciting wish list of all the things it could possibly do. But that excitement can turn into chaos really fast. So the first challenge, and it's a big one, isn't even technical. It's about how you tame that chaos and turn all those possibilities into a system you can actually build. And that brings us right into phase 1, configure and design. Now, I know the temptation is to just jump in and start coding. We've all been there. But trust me, that is a recipe for disaster. A little bit of planning up front saves a world of pain later. Think of it like creating an org chart for your AI team before you hire anyone. You've got to define the roles and responsibilities first. So let's grab a virtual whiteboard. This is basically organizational design, but for your agents. First, just brain dump. Write down every single thing you want this system to do. Then you start looking for patterns. Start grouping things together. Do some of these tasks use the same tools? Do they feel like they belong to the same department? This is how you discover the natural architecture of your system, and that big jumble of ideas starts to look like a team of agents with clear jobs. And that leads to a really common architectural choice you have to make. Are you going to build one giant mega agent that tries to do everything, or a team of specialists that work together? Honestly, the mega agent is kind of like Michael Scott from The Office. It means well, but as things get more complex, it just starts failing in hilarious and painful ways. The best, most reliable systems are built with specialized agents that are really good at one thing, all orchestrated to achieve a bigger goal. Okay, so our design is solid. Now we can move into phase 2, engineering the core. This is where we get our hands dirty and build the thing. And the absolute key concept here is managing the agent's working memory so it has what it needs to actually get its job done. Let's talk about a term you're going to hear a lot: context engineering. All this really means is managing your agent's short-term memory. It's kind of like a Goldilocks problem, you know? Give it too little information and it's useless. Give it way too much and it gets confused or distracted. Context engineering is the art of getting it just right, using all the tools in our toolbox like prompt engineering, RAG, and tool calling. Now, to get context right, you've really got to understand all the ways it can go wrong. When your agent starts acting weird, it's probably one of these 5 things. There's context poisoning, where a hallucination pollutes its memory. There's distraction from just too much info, confusion between similar ideas, a clash when new information contradicts old info, and context rot, where its knowledge just gets stale. Think of this as your go-to diagnostic checklist. Okay, we're at phase 3, evaluation and refinement. You've designed it, you've engineered it, it's running. But guess what? You're only about halfway there. Now you have to figure out if it's actually any good. This is the crucial quality assurance phase that turns a cool prototype into a product people can rely on. Seriously, this is the question that should keep every single developer up at night. Because a simple accuracy score can be so misleading. It might tell you that something went wrong, but it's not going to tell you why it went wrong or what on earth to do about it. So how do we get beyond those simple numbers to a place of real understanding? Well, here's how. You connect your technical failure modes directly to the business metrics that people actually care about. Look, an engineer might see a clinical reasoning failure, but the business leader sees the false approval rate going up. When you build this bridge, this translation layer, suddenly your data tells a story. You can see exactly which tech problems are hurting the bottom line, and that tells you exactly what to fix first. It's an actionable plan. We are so close to the finish line. Which brings us to our final and honestly most critical phase, security. Autonomous agents bring a whole new set of security challenges to the table that we just didn't have with traditional software. We're not just talking about firewall rules here. We're talking about managing autonomy itself. Security experts talk about something they call the lethal trifecta. It's what happens when your agent has these 3 things all at once. 1, it can access private, sensitive data. 2, it's exposed to untrusted content from the outside world. And 3, it has the ability to send information back out. You put all 3 of those together, and you've got a massive security vulnerability just waiting to happen. But here's the good news. The solution is actually pretty simple in concept. Just remove one piece of that triangle. You don't have to solve for everything. For example, if you just make it so the agent can't send data out, it can't phone home, you've broken the chain. The attack is neutralized, even if the other 2 pieces are still in place. Good security in this case is all about smart, strategic constraints. So, there we have it. We've gone all the way from a chaotic wish list to a secure, evaluated, and well-designed agent. We've laid out the whole project plan. But I want to be clear, this isn't the end of the road. It's really just the beginning of a much, much bigger shift in how we build technology. This quote from Andrej Karpathy really drives the point home. The project plans and the patterns we've talked about today, this isn't just for one little project. These are the fundamental skills for the entire next decade of software development. Getting good at this stuff now means you're literally building the future. At the end of the day, building an agent isn't a one-and-done kind of thing. It's a journey. It's a constant cycle of designing, building, testing, and refining. We've just laid out the map for that journey. So the only real question left is, what problem are you going to solve first?